Today we're fixing up a wonderful July 4th pasta, and yes, it's going to be red, white, and blue, and you're just going to love it, so let's get cooking. Hi, I'm Melissa Diane, and on this channel you are going to get all kinds of inspiration for your home and garden. So now let's dive into this July 4th pasta. First, we need to go over our ingredients. The very first thing you're going to need is your pasta, and I've got it here behind me. It's already on the stove and it's just about done. And the pasta that we're going to use today is it's from Barilla, and this is a Rotini pasta. This is going to look really nice when we get it all fixed up red, white, and blue. So we're going to start with our pasta. Next, what you're going to need to do is, in order to get that pasta to look like July 4th, you need some food coloring. We're going to use some red and we're going to use some blue, and we're going to be using some of this gel food colors here from Wilton. They work fantastic. So we're going to sit those over on the side. Next, for the rest of your pasta, first of all, you need just a little bit of some extra virgin olive oil, and I will put all these ingredients and I'll put all the measurements in the description section below the video. So you need your olive oil. You're going to need some black olives. I like these little pearls, little sliced black olives. We're going to want some cherry tomatoes. Get your cherry tomatoes. You're going to have some Italian salad dressing. Now for a little bit of sausage, we're going to use a little bit of summer sausage. There's different types that you can use. I like this one. This is one that Jay gets when he goes and he hunts. So this is from one of his hunts. And but a little bit of summer sausage, and we're going to be cubing that actually. Then you want to have some mozzarella cheese. So get you some mozzarella cheese and get just some slices, because you're going to be using a cookie cutter. If you have a little star cookie cutter, that works best. I thought about this last night, and I don't actually have a star cookie cutter. I have a Texas with a little star in it, so we're going to get creative. But don't get like a great big block of mozzarella. You need it thin enough that you can use a cookie cutter on it. Real quick, a couple of other things that you're probably going to want. Get you some little gloves. Pull out your little like little cleaning gloves that you use, or your little cooking gloves. You want to get some disposable gloves because you're going to be messing with the food coloring. Also get you a couple of Ziplock bags, okay? And let's see, you want some water. I just filled up a little measuring thing here of water. You're going to use that with your pasta and your food coloring. And then as far as the dish that you're going to want to use once you get all of this prepared, look in your cabinet and get you one that's glass. Get you one that's see-through, because I'm thinking that will just be the prettiest. If you're going to all this trouble to make it look all bright and colorful for July 4th, you want to be able to see that through all sides of your dish. So get you a pretty see-through dish. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead, we're going to drain the pasta, and I'll be right back. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the pasta and I'm going to divide it evenly into 3 different bags, and I've decided that I'm going to use some bigger bags. So here we go. Instead of, I had one more running around here somewhere. I decided I'm going to divide this evenly into some bigger bags. So here we go. Here's our second bag. And I guess instead of using a third bag, it'll be for the pasta that's not going to be dyed. I think I can just leave it in the bowl. But let me look and see if we're even. Hold on a second. I think we pretty well are. Let's see there. Maybe a little bit more in this one. Okay. I think that's good. Okay. Now, what you have left in your bowl, this is going to be, you're going to have your red and your blue, and this right here, this would be what would be considered like your white pasta. And in a minute, we're going to put a little bit of olive oil on here. And the reason is, after we get these dyed and they're red and they're blue, and then eventually when we put them all back together, that will keep them from sticking and from transferring that color onto this pasta. So let me set this aside for right now. And now I'm going to take one of these, and this is going to be so much fun. I can't wait. So we're going to take this and we're going to put just a little bit of some water here in the bottom. Let's look at that. And I think that that's probably good. I may want just a little more. Here we go. All right, let me sit that over there. Okay, I think that's going to be good. Okay, now we're going to start with the blue. So this is kind of like a science project. So hang on, keep your fingers crossed. We're hoping that this will work out well. So we're going to sit here and I'm just going to there we go, put a few drops in there. Ah, look at that. And now we're just going to mash this all around. I sure hope I have my camera on over there. Okay, this is doing good. Now after we get this all in here and all mashed around, I may put a little more water and a little more color because I'm going to want this to sit. I want this to sit and really soak. So let me really spread it a lot. Here we go. It's going good. Yay. Now I'm going to open it up and oh my gosh, I don't think we're going to have to put any other water in it or anything. You know what? Sometimes things don't work out, and sometimes they work out so good, you just get so excited. So yay! Okay, I wish you were here and you could jump up and down with me. But y'all, this is so easy. So if you're a beginner cook, I tell you what, you can do this. If I can do it, anyone can. Look at that. Wow. So now I'm going to go ahead and just twist it up though. I think I am going to let it soak like this. I'm going to twist it and then kind of flatten it out so it can soak in all that liquid. And I'm just going to put it right here where it can't untwist and let it soak real good. So while we're doing that, let's get over here and let's do the red. Okay, so now we're going to do the red. So let's take this. Let's put a little bit of water in the bottom. If you hear some of that jingling in the background, that's the babies. That's Ace and Heidi. Hey Ace, hey baby. Mama's making pasta. Yeah, you need to stay down though. Mama's cooking. Yeah. I think Heidi's coming, she's running. Okay, so now what I'm doing is I'm just getting that pasta all wet. And now let's throw the red in and see what that does. Okay. I just put in 4 small drops. Now, I will tell you when you're getting your food coloring, oh, look at that. This is so good. You can tell I haven't done a lot with food coloring, just cookies. But when you're looking for your food coloring to use for this, or if you check out a video that will pop up later on at the end of this video, where I did some deviled eggs or red, white, and blue, and those turned out, y'all, you gotta go check out that video because they turned out really good. But I had been reading about using, let me show you, this food coloring. It's by Wilton, Gel Food Colors. And the different things I read, it said that the gel versus just the regular liquid seemed to do a lot better. And so I'm a believer now after doing this. Wow, let me look inside. You know, this is just so good. Now I don't want it to be pink, you know, but I guess you don't want it bright, really bright red either. So I'm going to mush it around. And I think I'm going to do like I did with the other one. Really, really mush it up. And then we're going to let it sit. And the different things I read about people who had done this, it just said once you got all done to put in some olive oil like in your other pasta so it doesn't stick. But I am thinking that I'm going to want to dump this. I got some cookie sheets over here. And I'm thinking I want to put this out on the cookie sheet and let it kind of settle and dry a little bit. That's just my thought. So here we go. I'm gonna let this sit. While that is sitting, let me show you the rest of what we have. Once we get this all together, we're gonna be adding in your summer sausage or your sausage that you're using. I went ahead and got mine all diced up. So we've got it ready to go. I took those cherry tomatoes, and for the cherry tomatoes, I have chopped those up also. Opened up a can of the little black olives. I like the sliced ones. If you get whole ones, you can use whole ones, but if you slice them up, I just think they look really pretty that way. And that's really what we're going to be adding, except for the mozzarella cheese. Now, I didn't have a little bitty star cookie cutter, so what I did was, I'm going to show you, I just kind of free-handed actually these little stars. And I just made about, I think maybe 10 of them, and I'm just going to put those across the top of the pasta, you know, since it's July 4th. And then the salad dressing that I told you about, you want to hang on to that. I'm not actually going to be putting that on today because I'm going to wait. We're actually going to be eating this tomorrow. So now let me look here at the blue. Let's see how we're doing. Well, I think it's done great. But I am going to take a cookie sheet and I'm going to put this, I'm just going to kind of go in here and I'm going to pick this up and I'm going to put this on here. I think I'm going to go drain it. Let me be right back. That's a smart thing to do. Let me go strain this. I'll be right back. So what I've done is I went ahead and I took the pasta and I let it sit out here for about 20 minutes. And I just laid it out on some paper towels. I've got the blue and I've got the red, and then I've got the white, or the ones we did not color. And what I did on those is I put some olive oil on here, and supposedly that's supposed to help keep all of this from sticking together. Now I'm going to go ahead now and put it together. So I'm going to start with, I'm not sure if you can see that bowl or not. I'm going to start with the blue. So we've got our blue pasta, and now let's see how we do. And I'm supposed to put a little more olive oil when I was reading something on this. So we're going to put a little of the red in now. Okay, I think we're doing good. I tell you what, this sure is pretty. So let me turn around behind me and get a little bit of olive oil. And we're just going to put a teeny bit in here. Okay. I tell you, when I look at all of this and I start putting all these colors in, I start getting all these ideas about, oh, what I could do for St. Patrick's Day, and oh, what can I do for this, and what can I do for that, and what colors can I do? Because I've never done this before. I sure thought it was going to be a lot harder than it is. And look at that. It's just looking so good. Okay, and now over here, let's put this in. Now I'm going to put this in our pretty dish in just a little bit, but I wanted to go ahead and assemble it here. So here's our pretty dish. Let's keep going. And now I'm going to go ahead, I think, and I'll put a little bit of our sausage in. Here we go. Let's see how that does. I may have a little extra left over. I'm going to go ahead and put all of it in. I think we need it all. We're going to be eating this tomorrow at a party that we're having. Okay. And now I'm going to go ahead and put the tomatoes in. I may not need all those either. Right. It's just looking wonderful. And then the black olives. I think this is one of the best salads that I have ever made. I need a few more black olives. Okay. And then I'm gonna wait and put the cheese on the very, very top. Okay, so here we go. We've got it all here. Let's bring up our pretty bowl. And we may have a little more than will fit in here. But you wanna mix it over there in your other one so that you've got plenty of room. Oh my goodness, look at this. You have got to make this and take this to a party. You know, this really comes together really quickly once you get the pasta all dyed and everything. Look at this, y'all. Oh, this looks so good. Now, I think what I'd like to do is on top, I'm gonna take a few of the black olives. Let me see what else maybe. I think I like, you know, the top of it to look really pretty. So I'm gonna put just a few of these tomatoes. I'll turn it around here so you can see it across the top. Okay, let's do that. And then a few more of these black olives just across the top. This makes a really big salad once you get everything in here. And then, hang on a second, don't go anywhere. I'm gonna get my cheese. They're way over here. And I have these little bitty stars that I just kind of cut out. And I'm just gonna lay these across the top for July 4th. And this is, okay. I'm excited. I love it when things just come together so nice. I think that's everything. I don't think I left off anything. Okay, so I'm gonna try to tilt it. There we go. Oh my gosh, y'all, it just turned out so good. I can't wait to try it. And remember, you'll put that Italian dressing with it. And you can make this, you know, the day before, just put some saran wrap on it, put it in the fridge. Well, I'm so glad that this turned out great. If this was helpful, please click that little like button. Check out that next video that's popping up. I have got a fantastic July 4th fruit pizza coming up, and you are gonna love it. Bye-bye.